In this video, I've brought Myrtle to Peterborough for the ultimate grudge battle. It is Daewoo Matiz against Fiat Seicento, and Joe Miller here from Miller Corner, he reckons the Fiat's the best. I reckon the Matiz, but I've never driven the Fiat, to be fair. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Which one's going to win?
Let's find out. Let's make it fair. The journalistic approach. The ultimate small car battle.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to swap cars. I will make a video on the Seicento. Joe will make a video on the Matiz. So yeah, I'm trusting someone else to drive my car. Good times. So I've just watched Joe drive off in my car, which is slightly alarming, and he's left me with his Seicento. So should we have a bit of a nose around? So this is a 2003 Fiat Seicento. And the interesting thing is that both these cars could have been Fiat small cars, but this one was. The Matiz, I think actually the Matiz dates back as a concept to try and beat the Cinquecento, the forerunner of the Seicento, by Giugiaro. But Fiat said, no, we're going to go our own way. So they did first the Cinquecento, and then they modified it into this slightly blobbier shape for the Seicento. And at this point I'm going to do an open declaration and say I don't like what they did. I loved the Cinquecento. I thought the Cinquecento was an amazing car, gorgeous sharp lines. It was designed in-house at Fiat, as I say, and as a schoolboy I dreamt of owning a Cinquecento sporting in yellow, and the Seicento doesn't quite get there for me. But nonetheless I will conduct this review with an open mind, and look forward to finding out more about the little Seicento. So Joe had a Seicento which sadly got smashed up on a trip to Germany. He didn't have as much luck on his European road trip as I did. So we'll just come around the back to look at the weirdness. So this is a second Seicento that he's put all these modified stuff on, and there's modifications that include brakes from a Punto GT Turbo. It's got a Punto engine, a 1.2. It's not often that a 1.2 litre engine is an upgrade, but that is an upgrade from the 1.1 the Seicento originally had. It's also got coilover suspension, so you know it's not really necessarily all that HubNut. But yeah, I'm also giving hints of future test video subjects floating around here at Kelsey Media's depot in Peterborough. That I will be doing a Ford. You heard that right, there will be a Ford. And over that side is an Impreza you might recognise, the one from last year's Dutch road trip. But we're drifting. Seicento, let's go and have a nose. Nice selection of stickers. He's got mighty car mods, but where's the HubNut sticker, Joe? To be fair, I haven't got a Miller Corner sticker, so I'm guilty as well. So yeah, interesting padded design there. Very sculptured door rest, very similar to the styling of the outside. Some sporty buckets. They look depressingly similar to the ones in the Impreza over there. Suspiciously similar, you might say. What have they got? Oh, there's going to be too much lumbar support. I'm not going to like this. Nice chunky little Momo steering wheel is that. Leather gear knob. And yeah, all very push buttony. Let's jump aboard. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, they're rather firm and remind me very much of Impreza seats. I wonder if they are Impreza seats. I should have asked. Exactly the same, far too much lumbar support. Nice dashboard though. I quite like this. This is quite funky. There you go, there's your demist, your mixture and your cold. So that's temperature, so you want maximum heat for your demisting. Yeah, that all feels... Oh yeah, I had a girlfriend with a Fiat Punto once, and exactly the same sort of feel. It feels slightly like a kid's activity centre. Yeah, that's quite a nice noise. I like the little rev counter up here, that's quite funky, isn't it? Nice looking column stalks. Oh yeah, nice feel to those. And yeah, lights and everything. We'll naturally do wiper tests. Tiny little console ahead here. That really is dinky. And a fair bit of wheel arch intrusion. The only Cinquecento I've driven was left-hand drive, so the wheel arch intrusion wasn't quite such a problem. But the pedals aren't too offset. It's a little bit tight down there for my brand new sandals. But yeah, all good. Let's have a feel of the gear lever. Oh, it's quite a long travel for a sporty little number, but that feels very nice in the hand. And a handy bucket here on the dashboard. Can't really call it a glove box. But yeah, not too bad. I think, however, I'm going to have to brave trying to get in the back to check for rear legroom. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's quite nice. Very welcome on a day like today. Well, I made it. Reasonable amount of headroom. I'm just starting to touch, but if I had a haircut, it probably wouldn't be an issue. A little bit tight on the knee room. Sorry, knees alert. Yeah, I don't think I would like to spend too much time in here, and of course I can't get out. I have a little popping window here, but yeah, my escape routes are limited. I hope I can reach the control to actually get out of here again. Oh yes, I can, there we go. But the seat doesn't move forward, so yeah, it's a bit of a test of the gimbal. And I'm free. I think when it comes to people carrying, I think the Matiz is the clear winner here, isn't it? There we go. One thing I will concede was having the nose in the boot earlier. Oh no, can't open it that way. There is a remote boot release, as there is on the Matiz. And up we go. So the boot is actually a fairly decent size. Maybe a little longer than the Matiz, and a decent depth, so you can actually get a fair bit of shopping in there. Obviously Joe is one of those young cool dudes, so he's got serious speakers going on, but then will he notice the speakers in the Matiz that I fitted 20 years ago by hacking into the parcel shelf with a Stanley knife? Quality. So yeah, that's all good. See if we can find the bonnet release. What's that? Aha, that's a good noise. So we're going to have a peek at this Fiat Punto engine. Oh, that's flimsy. Which way is that meant to go? There we go. Oh, I say, look, he's got mods going on. Big cone air filter and a tubular manifold as well. So this might sound quite zingy. Strut brace there as well. Stiffens up the front end of the car, because otherwise the struts can move around a bit. So if you want your sharp handling, there we go, you need your strut brace. As I don't modify cars, I don't really know about such matters, but I shall get the camera set up as best I can, and we'll see what it's actually like to drive. Quality test first of all. That's quite a reassuring thunk, to be honest. Not something you necessarily expect of an Italian car, but I mean generally the build quality is actually it seems really good. It's quite impressive. Right, let's fire the beast up. 116,000 miles, that's more than Myrtle. I'm going to put that on face and foot and hope I can cool down a bit. Electric windows. I think we'll be needing those down, maybe both down. Oh, nice swift action on those. Before we go anywhere. Where's that jet going, Joe? I'm washing the blooming building. Oh no, oh no. There is a triangle of doom. But at least the wipers are a little bit slower. I think they were quite fast on the Cinquecento. Yeah. Tiny little throttle pedal, but it's right in front of me, and dinky little wheel, power steering. Oh, this feels comedically small, and we shall drive off into the sunset, quite literally. Ah, the good old days when we had to have warnings on our airbags. Quite an odd driving position because it feels really tight and compact, but it actually feels like quite a wide car, which I wasn't expecting. That's a small gap, should be able to go for that. we'll take it a bit gently, let the old girl warm up. I say old girl, this is quite new for me, 2003. Yeah, the brakes don't feel the most inspiring, but looking at the state of them, they must be reasonably good. Vented discs, enough power to haul down a Punto turbo, so you'd hope they will be up to the job. It's just the pedal feels a little dead. Yeah, nice try in your Focus with a blowing exhaust, but it's no match for me and my Seicento. But yeah, so far I'm liking this quite a lot, and my spine hasn't fallen out yet, so it can't be too firm. I'm just looking for a temperature gauge, and I noticed there isn't one. So presumably you just get a doom light to tell you your engine's just exploded and seized up, which is no use whatsoever. Sorry, I won't go for my underhand grip. I know that upsets people. Mind you, people get upset when we're sitting here with it in first gear as well, so I can't win. Feed the wheel. This is the dinkiest steering wheel I think I've ever used. Yeah, not really anywhere to rest my clutch foot, but to be fair, the Matiz is just as bad, as I'm sure young Joe is discovering. Of course, 4 cylinders here, so the noise isn't quite as grrr as the little Matiz. But mind you, I haven't had a chance to open her up yet. With the induction kit and the tubular manifold and a sports exhaust, this little thing might be quite vocal yet. I noticed it's got wind deflectors fitted. Maybe that's why I'm not getting too buffeted about. That's quite a good idea. The mirrors are a bit disappointingly small, to be honest. They don't necessarily give a great field of vision. Can't even see the rear wiper, it parks off screen. A bit controversial. Look out, magpie! Don't become roadkill yourself. So yeah, not all that many toys to play with. Only the one blanking plug though. We've got front fogs, rear fogs, heated rear window, hazard lights, no air conditioning. Not sure if it was optional on these, maybe it was. Yeah, I don't like the seats, and the ride is quite firm, but it's very well damped. So it's firm, but it's not bouncy. Firm and bouncy together are not a good combination. It's composed. Oh yeah, it's tight in the footwells. Maybe sandals aren't the right choice of footwear. I'm not sure that that camera angle shows you the triangle of doom. The mirror always ends in the way, so I apologise for that. But believe me, I'm not making it up. So with a 1.2 litre engine, that's considerably more than poor Myrtle with a 0.8. But that's quite an entertaining noise, to be fair. I can't get over the tininess of the steering wheel. Joe's going to find the Matiz like a truck because the wheel's enormous on it. It is obscuring the top of the speedometer very slightly. See if we can find some quieter roads. Rush hour in Peterborough, I mean, that's the best time to test a car, I think, isn't it? It's furious, but I'm not sure I'd describe that as fast. Which is fine with me. Oh, it's grippy though. Yeah, no body rolling going on here. I will concede the Matiz handles like a hippo in a wheelbarrow, so yeah, this is probably going to be a lot more fun. That's an amazing failure to use a lane that's there for turning right. Well done, madam. I'm just going to get some clear road. I don't think I can do a 0 to 60 here because I don't think the speed limit is 60. But nonetheless, we'll have a bit of furious acceleration. 40. 50. 50. Oh, bit low over that bump. Slow down to 40. Yeah, it makes all the noise, but doesn't seem to get up and go at all. I do like that noise though, the throaty grrr of induction roar. I'm starting to think this car is all mouth and no trousers. Still, I reckon it would be a hoot on an auto test because first gear seems very low. So yeah, you barely let the clutch up and you need second. And with its handling, it would be tremendous fun. I wonder if Joe would mind if I entered it into an auto test. Wait for it, wait for it. Yeah, nice close gate on the gear lever. Hilarious noise with performance that is unlikely to lose you your license. This is a lot of fun. We can take it, we can take it, we can overtake a cyclist. Woo! Oh man, this is an entertaining little motor car. Bumpy. I don't think Joe conceived this car with these sorts of roads in mind necessarily. I'm having to scan the road a bit. But it feels a lot of fun. It's very chuckable. Kind of begs you to throw it into bends. Oh dear, am I realising that modified cars have advantages? This goes against my entire ethos. A few more bends wouldn't go amiss, to be honest. Maybe I need to make my own bends. I have given Joe full permission to give Myrtle the beans, and I hope he is. I hope we don't meet each other, that's the only problem. That's not quite the conclusion we're after here. Oh, that's bumpy. This is the perfect car for these roads. Feels like we're doing a zillion miles an hour. No speed limit signs, but I think we'll slow down. Oh yeah, the steering is quite quick actually. It starts off not feeling quick, but then really quickens up. That's the end of the village. Oh, I have such a grin on my face. Oh, Joe, this is brilliant. There you go, a car I wrongly wrote off for being a little bit uglier than its predecessor, and I've been missing out on fun times. Oh, heel and toe, good possibilities. Oh, really doesn't have much ground clearance. All the pedals are perfect for heel and toe. Very important, I haven't done a rear wiper test. Oh, I see. You don't get a wipe. Oh no, you do get a wipe. There you go, you twist the end for the wipe. That's quite frenetic, but quite joyous. But I like to see the rear wiper. So there you go. That's a little car I enjoyed an awful lot more than I expected. Maybe I've been a bit too harsh on these little cars just because I prefer the predecessor, but I don't think I've ever had so much fun going so slowly. It's an absolute hoot. The handling is brilliant and the noise it makes just comical. So I think I've been transformed. I think I really like the Seicento now. Would I choose one over a Matiz? I don't think I would, because personally I just love the barking 3-cylinder soundtrack. But if I could carry out some mods to make the Matiz handle that well and maybe sound a little more hilarious, oh, that would be the absolute icing on the cake. So yeah, well done to Joe. That is a lot of fun, and I'm very interested to see how he's getting on. Do head to his channel, Miller Corner, and he'll carry out a review of the Matiz. I'll link below at some point if I can be that organised. It is me after all. But otherwise, I should say thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're one of Joe's fans, come to see me thrash about in his little car, then yeah, hit the subscribe button and you get lots of videos about cheap motoring. That's what both channels are about, really. The most amount of fun you can have for very, very little. And yeah, if you're interested, HubNut store has goodies such as t-shirts and mugs, etc., stickers. Obligatory. Everyone loves stickers. Look how many stickers Joe's got. So yeah, I should say thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you hopefully in a future video. Farewell. Just in case there was any doubt, I very much enjoyed the Seicento, but I prefer the Matiz. Good old Myrtle.